Okay, so let's dye our hair today, guys. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal High Color Highlights. I used 5 packs. One of them was the red color, and then 4 of them was the magenta color because I wanted it to be a very bold red, but not too fiery red. Next, you're also going to need some gloves. I got the size medium. They are the rubber gloves. I think those are very good. Then I used 30 developer so that I could get the rich, bright color that I need. Then you're going to need a measuring cup to measure out your developer and your mixing bowl and your mixing utensil. So I have that brush that I've had for a while. I'm going to use that to mix my product. Okay, so I'm going to begin by opening all 5 packages. You just twist the top off and puncture the top seal, and then you're just going to squeeze all the contents into your mixing bowl. Make sure you get all the contents out. The container itself is kind of hard to squeeze, but just make sure you get every single bit of content out because you don't want to waste anything. So you just squeeze it all out. And look how red that is. Yeah, now you know that it's definitely going to be a red color. So I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze all my contents out into the bowl. Squeezing every little bit out there. And then I'm just going to grab the other colors and do the exact same thing. Puncture the top seal and just squeeze all the contents out. Alright, so now that I have all my dye into the bowl, I'm going to now do my developer. So I got 5 packages and it says that you need 2.4 fluid ounces per one package. So since I got 5 of them, I'm going to multiply 2.4 times 5. So that means I need 12 fluid ounces of my 30 developer. So I'm going to take my measuring bowl and pour in 12 ounces of the developer so that I can get a very precise, exact amount. So just pour it into your mixing bowl, measure up the amount that you need, and then just start mixing it into your product. Remember to get the precise amount that you need. Don't go overboard. Use exactly what it says. So now I'm just going to pour it into the bowl with the dye. Make sure I got everything in there. And then I'm just going to proceed to start mixing with my little utensil there. I'm also going to use that, you'll see later on in this video, I'm going to use this mixing brush to paint the color onto the hair. But I'm just going to mix it, keep on mixing until it's a smooth consistency. It's a little difficult to mix at first only because there's so much in there. You want to try to make sure that everything is nice and mixed. Try to get no bumps in there, really nice and smooth. So I'm kind of halfway there now. Just keep mixing until you get kind of a creamy consistency, kind of like pancake batter. It's still kind of thick, not too watery, and that's the consistency that you want. Alright, so now I'm done mixing my product. Now this is the wig that I'm going to be dyeing. The wig itself is more of a honey blonde color. So I only got 30 developer because the hair was already kind of light. It wasn't black. It was more of a honey blonde. And so you can see all the dimension in the hair. You also want to make sure you comb through the hair so that there's no tangles in it. And all the dimension that's in the hair is going to be really helpful to bring out dimension in the actual dye as well. Then you'll see the different highlights and lowlights when you actually get done dyeing it. But I do love all the different highlights already, so that once the red hair dye takes it, then the red hair dye will also have some highlighting effect. So now I'm in my bathtub and I have my wig on a stand, and at this point I'm just going to pack some of the hair up and just portion some of it out before I start painting the hair color on. So I'm just going to pack the rest of it up and put it off to the side so that it's not in my way. Just going to clip it up with some clips that I had lying around, like so. And now I'm going to begin painting the hair dye onto the hair. You want to try to move relatively quickly because you want to try to get a consistent redness throughout the wig. But I'm starting at the bottom because I find that the bottom pieces are a little bit darker than the top pieces. So they're going to need a little bit more time to develop. So I'm starting at the bottom. Plus it's easier that way because the hair is already kind of down, so it won't be in your way as you move your way up the wig. So at this point the brush was a little bit too slow for me, so I just decided to start using my hands. Also make sure you put your gloves on because this stuff can be very irritating to your bare skin. So make sure that you put your safety gloves on. Now I've moved my way up the wig. I'm almost at the top now. Just making sure that I'm getting every single strand lifting up, just to make sure that every piece of hair has some dye on it. Just moving at a fairly quick pace. I'm almost done. I'm at the top now. And I'm just making sure that I have all the hair covered. And at this point, I'm just opening up the hair just to make sure that everything on the inside has also been covered, because sometimes you may find that some of the inside pieces don't have dye on them. And this is just me after I've put all the dye on the hair. I let it sit for about 30-35 minutes just to let it really get in there and really bring out the color. Now obviously I'm rinsing the hair out with lukewarm water. As you can see, the hair is rinsing out very nicely. The water is nice and red. And I'm just making sure I get inside every single track, every single crevice, to make sure that all the dye is out of the hair. It took me about 20-30 minutes to rinse all the hair dye out, just to make sure that all the product was gone. And then after that, you want to put some shampoo on it. You want to shampoo it just to make sure that you cleanse the hair and so that all the product is out. Now I'm just showing you how it looks like damp. I've washed it, rinsed it, dried it. So now this is how it looks like damp. And once it dries, you are ready for the final result. Well, here is the final product, guys. What do you guys think? I think it looks very nice. I love the way it turned out. I think it's very bright, bold, beautiful, and I love the color. I think it works very well with my skin tone. I am in love with this color right now. I'm definitely gonna rock this for a while. I think it's so pretty. My hair feels so soft. It didn't damage the hair at all. It gives it so much dimension, and it's just so pretty. I love the way it turned out. I think it looks so beautiful, and it's just such like a rich red color. It's just like, it's just so beautiful. I'm just so excited. The process was so easy. Anyone can do this by themselves. It just turns out very nice, and it smells good, and it's just, I just love the way everything looks. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about my new look. I mean, I just feel so like va-va-voom right now. It's just very different. I think that it's still a very bold color, but it's still professional enough to where I could still wear this to work. I can still have fun on the weekends. If you guys out there are considering doing this look, I definitely would recommend it. I think branch out, you know. I think this is a very bold color, but it's not
so bold that it's outrageous. I think you should definitely take a risk, definitely take a chance, and you will love it. I mean, I think this color would look good on any skin tone, to be honest. I think it's just one of those colors where anyone could rock this. It's just like, it brings out your features. I want it to be just a little bit lighter, but a little bit more like red, but this is good. I mean, yes, it could be a little bit more red, but I think this is very much red. So yeah, I just love the way this hair turned out. I'm so excited to rock it during the fall time. I think it looks so pretty on me, and I'm just so excited the way it turned out. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, please come back in a timely fashion.